All right. Well, happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. Morning, evening, day, wherever you are. My name's Sean Miller. Thanks for joining. And we are excited to get started here. So, what we're going to be doing, if this is your first time joining, we've got basically a Workout Wednesday challenge that we're going to work through. You get to see how I build it, learn some things along the way, learn some tips and tricks. We'll just hang out and have fun. So drop something in the chat if you want to say hi. Tell me where you're watching from, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are um, going to be doing a challenge by Lorna this week, and I need to move. You can't see my floating head, so let's go back. Let's move that up here. There we go. There we go. All right, so now you can see me. Okay, so we're watching this, and we're going to be doing Luna's sales drill down challenge for week 50. And so if we take a look at, so here's the blog post. I'll drop it in the chat if anybody's following along and wants to see this as well. We'll go ahead and do that. But if we take a look at the dashboard on Tableau Public, let's go ahead and kind of drill into this and see what we can see and kind of go from there. So we can see we've got 3 bar charts. It's going to reload. There you go. So 3 bar charts by category, looking at total sales, and then we've got a monthly trend of those sales. And if we click on a bar, it will show us the subcategory for the category that we selected, and the sales for each of those subcategories. And as you saw, it filtered down the sales for the technology category. And if I select phones, for example, it will filter again all the way down to phones. And then if I select office supplies, the sales line changes color, changes values, and we get a new list of subcategories out here. So, and then if I click the selected category, everything goes back to normal. So what we're gonna do is let's see how we can do this. So here I am in Tableau. I've got this open. Just going to drag this over, drag this in here, and we'll go ahead and get started. There we go. Make this full screen. Bring the orders table in. That looks good. Let's see. While we're here, I saw that Lorna had these as English pound. So we will go ahead and do that real quick. Right click on sales, default properties, number format. We'll do currency custom, no decimals, and instead of that, we will have the English pound, which if you're on a Mac user, the quick keyboard shortcut for that is Option and then 3. So Option plus 3 will automatically get you to the English pound character. So there's a quick little non-Tableau hit, but it'll help you out, I'm sure. So if you ever need to do that. Okay, so we know we're going to need 2 sheets. This one is going to be the bars. We know this is going to be the line. Let's go ahead and figure out the bars first. So what we know we're dealing with is category is on rows first. It's the highest hierarchy there. So we've got that going for us. We know that we're doing sales, so we'll bring our sales out here. We know that we're going to sort this descending. We know that we're going to turn off, let's see, does she turn off? Yep. So turn off the header. Show the mark labels. Take category, add it onto color. Looks like she's doing the Neural Stone palette, so we'll go up to Neural Stone. We'll assign that palette. We'll click Apply. Do we match mark colors? No, we don't. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and make this full screen so that everybody can see it. Okay. So this is, looks like she also gets rid of gets rid of the grid lines. Gets rid of the 0 lines. Gets rid of the axis rulers. So now we need to figure out a way to create the subcategories only when a user clicks on a category. And for that, when you think of that or when you see that type of user interface, user experience, you should immediately think set actions. So we are going to create a set action based off of our category. So we're going to create a set. And for the sake of demoing this, we'll fix it when we do set actions later. Category set, that's fine. Category set. Now we're going to build a calculation off of that new calculated set. And we're going to come back. And we're going to do this. And we're going to call this the selected subcat. And it's going to be an if statement. If subcategory, then subcategory, else empty text. Okay? So subcategory automatically, anytime you use a set in a calculation, it is a Boolean calculation, so it's either true, false. And we can just do if category set, then this is automatically defaulted to true. So in your calculations when you're using it, if you want to use, you can just use a little fewer keystrokes. You just do if category set. If you needed the false, you could either do equal false or you could do if not category set, then whatever you want. But for this case, we'll do if category set, then subcategory, else null, or else empty text, not null. We could do null and change it later, but this is just the way that I want to do it. All right, click OK. Now we'll just go ahead and drag that up and put that right there. Now what you can see is we have our subcategories for our selected technology. We don't have any for furniture. We don't have any for office supplies. Now you can also see that it's not quite sorted the way that I want. So let's go up here and so there's a couple different. One, the way that I've always done it, because it's the only way it was around whenever I did it, was whenever I was learning, was you had to go up here to the pill. But now you have the ability to do it straight from the sheet. So you can go up here and you can click on your column headers, and right next to it you're going to see little sorting icons. So you can see it says that category is selected descending, selected category is currently set to alphabetical, but right next to that icon there is a drop down chevron, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a nested sort by sales, just like that. All right, so because we added a secondary secondary column on our rows. Tableau added some borders, so we're going to go up here and we're going to select no column borders, but it looks like we did keep the row borders, so we'll do that. Now, it looks like on her example, yeah, we don't have any column headers, so we'll go ahead and right-click on that and hide labels for rows. All right, so now what we can do is we can go ahead and make sure that we can go ahead and create our set action since we're here. For this workbook, we're going to add an action. We're going to call it a change set values. And it's going to be category to subcategory on our bars sheet, but we're going to actually do it for the entire data source for just bars. On select, when the targets, we want the target set to be the category set. When running the actions, we will assign the values to the set. And when we clear the selection, we will remove all values from the set. Click OK, and let's see if that works. And we clicked on furniture, and we got subcategories for furniture, and our technology went away. If I select furniture again, we have that going back. So that's looking like it's functioning the way that it should. So we are good to go for the bars. Clean up our tooltips a little bit while we're here. Don't show the commands. Don't select by category. And we'll just keep it just like that. There we go. All right. So now, I guess we do need in our tooltip, we will need the subcategory, selected subcategory, which is null until I select something, and then it's there. Cool. All right. So that's looking good. Let's go figure out our line chart. This is just a simple monthly trend chart. So we'll go to order date, bring up our order, select it continuous month, drag our sales up, and it looks like she had min-max labels. So we'll show mark labels for min-max. All right, what should we do now? Now what we need to do is we need to figure out a way to get the interactivity. So what I think I'm going to do now, so I'm going to go ahead and create I'm going to go ahead and create the dashboard. Let's look at the size, the dimensions needed for this dashboard. 5 by 6. So it's a pretty small dashboard. Width 500. Height 600. Always drag that vertical container on. Always add about 20 to 30 pixels of padding. Then we will drop our bars here. We don't need this. We'll get rid of that. Delete. We will drop our lines down here. And we'll go ahead and distribute evenly. There we go. Get rid of our sheet title. All right. Now let's see what happens. Let's add some interactivity here. Add an action. We're going to add a filter action for now, just to see if this works. When I click on bar, filter my lines on select. Show all values when I don't select. Let's see how that works. Oh, well, that goes away. That's interesting. But when I select subcategory, it works. And when I deselect a subcategory, it goes back to the way it was. Let's see what happens. But it's this machines, and then if I go to furniture, that goes away. Interesting. Why is that? I'm gonna, for the sake of the live stream, I'm gonna go ahead and boost this up just a bit so we can have a little bit more real estate to work with. Okay. Okay, so if we see this, if I click on technology, my line chart goes away, which I'm not really sure why. That is interesting. Did she say how we had to do this? No. Good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this with parameter actions. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a parameter for category. It's going to be a string. And my default value is just blank, nothing in it. I'm going to create a second parameter called subcat as a string, default value that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is create dashboard actions, create parameter value, change parameter, cat select on my bars, target parameter is category, source field is category, no aggregation, and when clearing the selection we'll set to nothing. I'm also going to do the same thing. Whoop, nope, not that. This. Change parameter. Subcat. Select on line on just the bar. Yep. And target parameter. Subcat. Source field. Subcat. None. Set value to 0. All right, now let's show those parameters on this to make sure everything's working. So we know that they're both blank to start, which is great. When I select technology, furniture, office supplies, blank. Perfect. Let's check to see if our subcategory is working. Phones, machines, blank. Cool. All right. So now let's go back to our line, and now we've got to figure out a way to filter this. The first thing that we need to do is we need to remove that filter action because that's not working. So let's remove this filter action. Let's go back to our line. What I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is how are we going to get the filtering right? I think what we'll do is we'll call this trend filter. And I'll call this, and what I'll call it trend filter, and what we'll do here is we'll say category parameter equals category field or subcat cat parameter equals subcategory field. Select that, select this. Oh yeah. I want true there. Category parameter equals that, or trend filter there. Select true. Now let's go see if that works. So if we saw that again, trend filter, parameter category equals false. That means nothing is selected. Category equals category, that's when I just select a top level category. Or subcat equals subcategory, meaning I've selected a subcategory from the bar sheet. As long as any of these, because I've got the OR operator, if any of these are satisfied, show the values for that. And because my default parameters when clearing the selection are coming back to empty text, that's why I've got this empty text. That's why I had to add that. So I got a true there. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's see if this is working. We've still got our fields here to make sure this is working. Yep, that fixed when I do this. Now whenever I select machines, that didn't work. Why not? Ooh, I bet I need to change my... I bet this needs to go first. Whoop. Does this need to go first? Let's try that. Furniture. Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm using the wrong field. It's not subcategory because that's not what I'm selecting. It's the selected subcategory. Now let's try it. Let's go back. Furniture. Well, now that's not working. Because okay. Go back. Trend filter. Switch these out again. Okay. That's still not working. This is the fun part, right? This is it wouldn't be as much fun if I just did everything right the first time, right? There wouldn't be much learning happening. So getting stumped is okay. So if you're apprehensive about Workout Wednesday challenges, just know the coaches get stumped too, and that's okay. All right, so we're saying that if category is blank, then that. What would happen if I add parentheses around this? Nope. Let's just remove this for a minute. Okay, so it has to do with that. Let's make sure dashboard actions. Bars, click on bars. Target parameter as the subcategory, and we're going to use the selected subcategory, aggregation none. So those look right. Okay. So let's just take this piece by piece here. Right, because it's blank. Okay. Okay, so that works. So if I'm selecting this, so now that I'm selecting subcategories, it's there, right? Okay, so we're getting there. We just gotta take our time. Break it down piece by piece. Or I really think this should work. Category parameter equals blank. Okay, there's everything. There, now we're getting somewhere. See? So now we have all data and filtering data. So now what we need to do is add in our subcategory here. Subcat parameter equals selected subcat. Okay. Now we'll do this again. Okay, and that's where it breaks. And is that because we have competing? Oh, nope. We got that to work. What happens if I, oh, no, it's that. Wait a minute. Well, that's strange. How is it still filtering on category? Is that really all it needs to be? Huh. select, here's everything. Select a category. Yep. Select a subcategory. Yep. Select a new category. Select nothing. Cool. Well, that works. Let's go figure out, let's go see if we can't figure this out. Why is that working? Selected subcategory is true, so then subcategory equals selected subcategory. And, oh, that's why, that's why it works. Selected subcategory is true. When all subcategory is empty text, all of these are empty text. So therefore, this is always satisfied when nothing is selected because all of these are true and it gives all of your data. When you select one of them, you only return why is that? Why does this work? When storage, so storage is, so all of these are, oh, is that not? Oh, hold on, oh, why are our numbers different? That's weird. Okay. All right, well, let's just go, let's just go make sure, but real quick. Furniture category. So we're gonna just check this out. Order date, month, sales. And the highest is, yep. So that's not working. The highest is 37. Yeah. This is not working because what's happening is, okay. So let's go back to our line. Let's go back to our trend. Or category parameter equals category. And it's not working. Alright, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to okay. Nope. Alright, well, it's time to do something that we all do from time to time. We're going to reverse engineer. And that's okay, because it's part of learning, right? Let's open this up. We'll see what this happens. So it's strange that that's not working the way that it should. I would have expected it to work like that. While we're waiting for that to load, we can go ahead and figure out the line. Let's see if we can do that. If the subcategory parameter equals selected subcategory, then return that selected subcategory's category field. Else return, oh no, else if category parameter equals category field, then return the category field. Else black. We'll call this line color. Well, that's a problem, because I shouldn't have more than one line on. Okay, let's see. Subcategory, subcat. Okay, so she did that right, yeah. Category, second drill, yeah. So I've followed everything else. Let's see. Let's see what the interactivity looks like. So we have two parameters. Bar drill, subcat, set value there, select parameter 2 there. When we select a bar, go to we want to target the subcategory parameter with the second level drill and no aggregate. Yep, that's what we've done. Parameter 1. When we drill our bar, when we click a bar, we want to do a target we want to target our parameter. We want to do a category here, and we don't want to have that. Yep. Okay, that looks right. So let's go here and let's see how she created this calculated field. Show hide. Oh, and there's for the combination. Oh, see, this is why we learn. This is why we learn like this. Okay, so trend filter is going to be. So if subcategory is that, and category equals category parameter, then that, or category. Oh, why are you not happy? Oh, because I didn't do this. There's that. Okay. Alright, so that's working now, but we just need to go fix this line color. Line color. Where are you at? There you are. Edit. Subcategory equals and category equals category, then category. There's one line. Perfect. Look at that. All right. So this is actually going to be black. I'll edit these colors on the dashboard so that I get them right. There's that. Yep. Legend, color. All right. Well, we figured this out. I was so close, right? I just had to wrap that I just had to wrap that one calculation with an additional test to see if that would work. But that just goes to show whoa. How did that happen? Well, that's weird. All right, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. So that's why you don't give up, right? That's why you keep working at it. And there's nothing bad about having to look at the That's right. No reason to reinvent the wheel, right? I mean, as long as you're downloading the workbook and you're doing it for the sake of learning, then and not for the sake of just copying and pasting and moving on, and as long as you're not doing it to just check a box, you're doing it to learn. There is no harm and no foul ever in downloading and reverse engineering if you do it for learning. So that's the challenge, right? And I was so close. I was so close to getting it done, but anyway, I had the concept down. I just didn't have the syntax right. So that's fun. So all right. Well, we'll get that scheduled and we'll get that out there. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, watching me fail, watching me learn, and we'll do this again in a little bit. So a couple of updates about Workout Wednesday coming up. Next week is my week. Not sure how I'm going to do the live stream when it's my week, because it's my week and I want you guys to check it out. So if you are interested in in joining me for a live stream on my weeks, definitely reach out and we can set up a Zoom call and we can live stream this and you can walk through the process and it could be fun, or we can figure something out. But next week is my challenge week, so if you have any ideas of what you want to be challenged with, or if you have any ideas of what you want to learn, drop me a DM on Twitter or LinkedIn or wherever. Drop me a comment in the video, and I'll be happy to kind of talk through that and think through that and come up with a challenge. So we are going to be, so that's next week, and then Workout Wednesday is going to be taking the week between the holidays off, so there will not be a challenge. What is that? Whatever that week is. Let's look at it. So yes, my week is next week, so the 21st and 22nd you'll have a challenge from me, and then the week after that, the 28th and 29th, there will not be a challenge. So take that week, take it off, enjoy your time with family and friends. If you need that consistency of doing challenges, we have an entire backlog of challenges. So go pick one and check it out. But we will be back. We'll be back doing our regular cadence of challenges January 4th, the week of January 2nd. So, thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting with me. It was good. And we'll catch you on later down the trail. Go forth and viz.